Hi guys! Jake and Marisa, back again for more live reactions to
Kaitou, Sentai, Lupinranger.
This is Keisatsu Sentai, Patranger. Pew pew, pew 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 pew. Alright, so, finally, after all these weeks, Power Reviews episode 85 is back up and functioning and is staying there. I'm not gonna even try to like monetize it or anything. I'm gonna just leave it be. Hopefully, it should be fine.
It's more important that it's up there than that it's monetized because, to be perfectly honest, we don't make much.
I care more about the story than the funds.
Yeah, $1.50 is not worth it.
Yeah. I mean, you know, it accumulates more than that over time.
Over time, yeah, but in the initial run.
Yeah. Please, by all means, if you haven't checked out the 85th episode of Power Reviews, you absolutely should.
It's finally up there.
It's you know, it's kicking off some really good arc stuff. This is
also, if you had any good comments that you missed, you know, you were like, oh, darn, I put up a really good comment and the thing got taken down. Yeah. By all means, put it back.
Yeah, because we can't really transfer comments from one version to another. There's only so much we can do.
If you had any questions we didn't answer because they got lost in another video.
Yeah. By all means, feel free to comment. We
won't consider that spam. Repeating yourself there, we will not consider spam.
But I'd say 85 is one of those episodes where we really start to dive into what I was always hyping up about year 3, where it's really kind of pushing the show to its next level.
Yeah.
We're really, you know, kind of digging into a lot of stuff with the characters, with the premise, with the setting, and with the story. Stuff is ramping up, and it's going to continue to ramp up over the next couple episodes, too. 86, we've been making some good progress.
Did a bunch of filming.
Voiceovers are done. Episode footage is being edited in this week.
K is a wrap?
K is not a wrap yet.
What?
Oh, we still
wait. I still have this stuff with that other actor.
Yeah.
Okay. Everything I can do with that actor not here is a wrap.
There's a few things here and there. We took care of what we needed to over the weekend. We did some filming with DB and K over the weekend. There's still more filming for DB, more filming for K.
Yeah, if you watched our Saturday...
and a few pickup shots for a few other actors.
If you watched our Saturday thing, I had wig hair, because it was in between filming K and filming K.
But we did knock out some good filming, and it is going to be another heartbreaker of an episode.
Yeah, it is.
And that's not going to stop. We're just going to... It's gonna be rough.
We're on the feels train and we're not stopping.
Yeah. But yeah, we will be getting answers, including what the deal was with that cliffhanger line that I'm not going to say out loud, but anyone who's seen the episode knows what I'm talking about. Yes, that will be followed up on in the next episode. I've been looking forward to tackling that plot element for a very, very long time.
I think somebody asked us on the original video if that was going to involve a particular actor, and the answer is no.
That is correct. We do not have access to that specific actor. But we will be addressing some story stuff that people have been wondering about for a very, very, very long time.
I just got this new band from my Fitbit,
so
because I'm fascinated with the texture.
So yeah, I just wanted to kind of talk a little bit about that, and encourage you guys to spread the word that it is really up, and just keep spreading good word of mouth about the show. Also, good Yom Tov, Happy Yom Kippur, everybody, who may be celebrating Yom Kippur. I just, you know, sun's down, so I'm kicking off my fast now.
I'm a boy.
Yeah. And so I'm gonna try and keep my mind off of food and things with a little bit of Sentai. I think it's time for that.
Please don't let this be a food episode.
Oh my god. Well, we have to pick up on the cliffhanger from last time.
Oh right.
Yes. So it's time for I'll get this little pen mouse thing. Okay, good. All right, time for episode 32 of
Kaitou Sentai Lupinranger
versus Keisatsu Sentai Patranger,
a request for a duel.
Magical sound.
I used to think that magical sound was exclusive to Patranger until I started watching other Sentais. Because Patranger was the first one I watched.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I can't get enough Mystic Force. I need Patranger now, which actually is even better than Mystic Force.
Experiment with the 5 safes. Oh, and there's that great shot that I was just kind of gushing over last time.
I mean, I love Vita and Chip, but
its overwhelming power blasts away the battle. Oh, that's not great. Whoa, he just shrunk back down. Interesting.
Well, he got enlarged without being killed, so...
Okay, so he's still very unstable. There we go.
Yeah, it is the Lupinrangers.
And try and take the treasures.
Oh,
this might be this is our first time seeing Goshen battle. Like, we see her...
Yeah, we see her sort of on the sidelines doing things, but... Oh dear.
That's interesting. She's managed...
Multiple safes working together. Yeah, that's why it went...
Wow, yeah. So you're gonna need... You're gonna need to all go at different ones at once. Oh, cool!
Jake, babe?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's the fire hydrant.
Yep, splash.
There are 5 safes.
Yeah,
and there are 4 Lupinrangers.
Yeah. Well, maybe... Oh, come on, don't do that. Don't do that. Oh, I hate it when... Okay, there we go.
It's always
just a glitch.
You always have to reach for the mouse, and then it stops.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, that's a tracker thing. That's a Go Buster piece, you know. Oh, and now she's got her expansion thing out.
Right, but whichever one's in her safe is the one she's using.
That's right.
So he needed to get them out of there before she started using that. And he will explain.
Mysterious treasures left by the Phantom Thief Austin Lupin, known as the Lupin Collection, have been stolen by the Ganglers. The thieves who fight to recover what they've lost. The police who fight to protect world peace. Whose side are you on?
Lupinrangers.
There's been an odd pause there in the middle of it. Not enough time to say everything else. Too much time for this. Yami no nakade Futehini wa aru silhouette Kono shutai Shutake ya catch me if you can Destiny Yokokusaru Honto no Nuchi wo Rikai suru Monodake ni Hikari Hanatsu Mongai Fushutsu no Collection Lupin Gareni Mahu Chase you up Ubakesu Ushinai Shitoki wo Tokasu Tame Dairu Mawase Lupin Sametikuru Chase you up Yatsurani Adu Azayakani Lupinranger It's showdown. There we go.
I think we got it right that time.
I think that was pretty close. I think maybe a few pacings off here and there, but I think we kept up pretty well.
Together at the right time.
Yeah.
I need to brush him.
Okay, so the monster is made by combining multiple ganglers. So is it not just multiple staves, but actually grafted together ganglers?
Well, he did look kind of like a Frankenbunny.
He is very Frankenbunny. Frankenrodent, whatever he is.
Frankenbunny's an actual thing. So.
Oh, okay.
Not that he's a bunny, but Frankenbunny is.
So Hilltop is talking with French HQ. I'm glad we finally got to check out Goshen's experiments. Actually adding up to something. Yeah. Okay, so it's a linked combo. That's interesting.
That's what the green energy was.
So how do you open 5? Oh wait, you got blade and scissors.
You got blade and scissors, but you need an extra person. And that means they need a Patranger.
Maybe. Yeah, you can do a split. Oh, right. He's got the bad boy.
He's got bad boy, so Goody can't go anywhere near him.
Oof.
We need a Patranger.
I guess so.
Still not happening.
Yeah. He's gonna recruit the Patrangers. It's the only way. Tsukasu's the best shot.
Yeah, but he's gonna ask,
They're suspects in what? Suspects of what? Yeah, that makes the most sense. Work together. Defeat
no
the
different
monster.
than how he took out Lyman.
Yeah. See, this is the only way to do it. This is the only way to do it this time. You've done it before, you can do it again. You can't beat this guy either. No, it's not the same. It's not different from
Hello?
before.
You can't use Goody Striker.
You can't beat him this way. Yeah, explain. None. No ganglers have gotten away because of them. What are you talking about? Keiichiro, seriously, what are you talking about? No, he has no point. What ganglers have gotten away because of them?
I mean, some ganglers have gotten away temporarily. Like that one time they were going to destroy it with the thing in. They had to fight them again another day, but...
Yeah, Keiichiro, you are wrong. You're just wrong. Yes, Noel challenges him to a duel. Nice. Yes. Yes. They'll turn themselves in if he wins.
What?
It's fair. Like, Keiichiro, you are the one obstacle here. The only obstacle is you.
It's interesting that almost every culture around the world has come up with the concept of a duel independently.
Yeah.
This idea that two individuals will fight each other one-on-one with no help from anyone else in, like, honorable combat using the same weapons.
Right. I mean, also, I think it is a little bit more of Noel's kind of thing with his sort of French affectations.
Yeah, but they still have that
in Japan as well.
Yeah, it's usually swords, though.
Yeah. Let's see what's going on.
And, you know,
So it's not quite done.
and then it's not just them and Europe and the United States, like, everyone has come up with this idea that at some point or another,
It's a pretty freaky road
that people
thing.
who have conflict can duke it out like men.
Yeah, pretty much. Noelle is right. Keiichiro is wrong. It's very simple. No, you can say Keiichiro is wrong. Keiichiro is almost always wrong. Okay, if you want to protect people and their safety, work with the Lupinrangers.
Interesting that he came in Lupinranger here.
Yeah, it seems appropriate.
No.
Oh, yeah. Noelle has very little reason to hold back right now. There we go. Kick his tail, Noelle. Come on.
He has to. If Noelle doesn't win this, the whole series is over. Unless Keiichiro has a change of heart at the last minute when they all turn themselves
or it ends up coming to a draw somehow.
Fair enough. Why not both?
Yeah, Keiichiro, you're just wrong. You're pretty much always wrong. Your rationale is wrong. The gangler's loose again.
Well, you better
Hey, you know what? Oh, yes, you know what I just realized? Oh, this is brilliant. Oh, Noelle, you are so clever.
While he's doing this...
You know how many Rangers are out there going to be fighting this thing now, right? 5! Like, even if he fails, he's set it up so that they can still win.
Plus Sakuya and Tsukasa can make this happen.
Yeah.
Wait, do they have enough dials for that?
I think they might. I mean, we know that Blade and Scissors can work.
Right, but what besides Blade and Scissors could be used?
Possibly Cyclone.
Cyclone, okay. Yeah, I think Cyclone does have a dial on it.
It does. I'm pretty sure it's a dial fighter. As opposed to a trigger machine. Now, no, I may be giving them too much credit. They may not have actually thought it through to this level, but if they did, that is brilliant. Nice. It's right. Oh man, this one's a glitchy.
Reach for the mouse! Reach for the mouse!
Just turn down the volume while it's buzzing. I don't know why this file's a little. I guess it's just a little bit of a glitchy one.
Either that or Spectrum are punishing us for me calling him to yell at them earlier today.
There we go. So he doesn't. Yeah, he just mentioned it. They have their own reasons to fight. Yeah, he's not going to give up on any of that. He's not going to give up on getting the pieces back, getting back the loved ones, or
he's about to
destroying
win.
the ganglers.
Because Keiichiro is hesitating now.
Yeah. I'm curious who Noelle's loved one is. We still don't know yet. Come on, there's 5 of you.
Maybe he was in love with the descendant of Arsene Lupin.
Maybe. Whoa, what are you doing right now?
Growing again?
I don't know what that is. Is that it's very slow motion.
Oh no! Hyper beam!
What? Okay, he got distracted before he could.
He misfired.
He could do his combo. There we go. Noelle won. Noelle. Okay, there we go.
Magic!
Oh, magic style fighter too, apparently. I wasn't sure. I thought it might be, but I hadn't seen it enough to really notice. There we go, 7-on-1.
Which, by the way, now means that they each have one of the opposite team's things, so if he does decide to play dirty, they can always trade him for the fire truck later.
Yeah. Oof. Just doing the rapid fire attacks.
It's time for GoPro on a stick.
Yep. There we go.
Right, covering fire.
That is improbable shooting.
How did they know they were just going to break the roof?
Like, none of those... That ricochet didn't make sense. Like, geometrically. There we go. Nice. There we go. And look, all of the saves are all repainted morphers. There we go. There we go.
They're all morphers.
They're all repainted morphers. There we go. You got him. Yep. Now they're backing them up, of course. Just this once. Oh, come on. You guys are taking out plenty of ganglers for them.
I think they mean you're going to defer to us and we're going to use Goody.
That's fair.
Exactly. It's our turn to use Goody.
Go.
You're the backup.
Next time.
A, B, C, D, G. Badminton match.
Interesting setup for combo finisher. Ooh, nice and shiny and yeah, very sparkly. Oh, he has the magic upgrade. I think that might be Cyclone. I think.
Whatever it is, this guy's going down.
He's
probably going to get big so they can fight him with Goody, but he is. This is it for little him.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. Okay. So she had Blade and Scissors. He had Splash, and he had Magic. Nice.
She seems less upset than I would think.
Yeah. Let's keep it going. He doesn't have the bad boys anymore. Yes, no. Extraordinary X combination time. Woo! This thing is so ridiculous. Smashing Zords onto places. Oh, hey, stop doing that. Cut it out. I don't know what is up with this particular episode. Red, and gold gonna do alright? Good, cool Kaiser VSX.
Yeah, try not to fight in the cockpit this time.
I love Goody's little crown.
I kind of want a Goody hand puppet.
This thing is so ridiculous. Nice. Yeah, let's blow him up. Yeah, that seems like the thing to do. Alright, so you gotta do your foot attacks, shooting from the ankle, slapping from the ankle. Those ankle attacks are just absurd.
Crane!
Oh, whoa.
And that's funny because cranes have a boom.
Crane and Biker. How many things are we gonna smash onto this?
All of them.
Okay, that's where those go. They turn into different shoulder attacks.
I would point out that at this point we have purely Patranger.
No, well, we still have,
if you count Noel as a Patranger.
well, we still have red on the chest. And now we're switching over to...
Cyclone on one side, Blade and Scissors on the other.
That is crazy. They're just going to town with these combos. Here we go. Yeah, let's finish this. Aww, you two make a nice team. They may not think so, but yeah. They're very much in sync at the moment. Coup de grace.
Vehicle rush strike!
Nice. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Boom.
Come on, Goody Proctor hand puppet. Not Goody Proctor. Goody Striker hand puppet. He is a hand puppet.
He is, yes. Nice. There we go. Working together as you should. Nice. But yeah, there's the Go-Kaiju Morpher. And they got the Magi-Ranger Morpher. There's a Go-Anger Morpher in there. I think there's a Shinkanger.
The last one was an SPD. We're really running through the morphers. Or,
yeah.
How come you're not putting those in the book?
What does he need to talk to with Noelle about so suddenly? We getting a flashback? Oh, we get to see how the duel ended.
Noelle lost. Noelle lost the duel.
Yeah. Keitro let him win.
By all rights.
Here we go.
Keituro-kun.
Yeah.
It's just a step above Kei-chan.
Yeah. Good, Keitro. You have a conscience.
No, he's thinking about the loved ones and trying to figure out if that was a legit thing.
Keitro needs some time. He might be rethinking his worldview a little bit. Yeah, they have an objective. They've been trying to get back their loved ones. There we go. Adorable. Well, it looks like they're going to be kids who still remember, who don't like lose their memories or anything either. What? Why does Kogure have a wig?
Did Kogure become younger too, but he became a young adult because of...
I don't know. I don't know. Alright. So it was satisfying seeing them working together again.
Yes.
Obviously, we were very annoyed at Keitro at the top of the thing, because his rationale for hating the Lupinrangers makes no sense, and continues to make no sense, and people still keep pretending like it makes sense.
Even though it doesn't make any sense.
Who knows how many ganglers have gotten away because of the thieves?
Zero.
None have gotten away because of the thieves. In fact, there were some that...
You wouldn't have caught without him.
Exactly. You thought that you'd actually destroyed one, and the thieves had to point out to you, no, wait, his safe wasn't like, what is wrong with you? What is your interpretation of events that you think
So
that they've been getting in the way?
So skewed.
Like, Wow, you are blind to what's been going on around you.
So blind.
You are an awful detective. Oh, Keiichiro. At the very least, you let your better nature get the better of you, as you should, and did the right thing. Thank you for doing the right thing, Keiichiro.
I think it was interesting that Noel said that he and the Lupinrangers would turn themselves in.
Yeah.
Which is tacitly stating that he
he's
has something to turn himself in for.
Yeah, exactly.
Other than, that he's not a true double agent.
I don't know what their interpretation of the law is in this show, really.
Whatever Keiichiro says it is.
I guess. I don't know, maybe it's like, I'll allow myself to be charged for, all the things I did while undercover, which I should technically be exempt from. I don't know. It was weird.
Man.
Oh.
It's so weird.
Keiichiro, thank you for, I appreciate that he got out of the way of the issues, but he still should stop getting in the way of the issues here.
He's clearly thinking about it a lot, and I do think at some point they have to get the fire truck back, because it's a trigger weapon, not a dial weapon.
Yeah, yeah.
And that perhaps the thieves giving that over to him willingly at some point will be another step in the right direction for him to get it.
Yeah, trigger machine as opposed to dial fighter, and they're all VS vehicles.
Right.
Took me a while to actually pick up on that terminology, but yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's trigger machine. It's a trigger machine. It's not a dial fighter, so it needs to go back to the Patrangers.
You would expect as such, yeah.
And I think that's going to be, at some point, given to them willingly, and that's going to be a thing that makes them continue to question if the thieves are really that bad.
I will admit, as annoyingly contrived as the source of the conflict was this episode, it is a contrivance that is hard built into the show at this point.
Yeah.
And overcoming it was very satisfying. So I will definitely give them that. I feel like we're still very much not on the same Keiichiro train that a lot of other people are. Because, as you saw from our reaction,
we're on the Lupinranger train. Sorry.
I really wanted to be on the Patranger train. It's just, their leader is just so dumb. He's really, really dumb.
Hey, Sagasa wasn't much better this time. She's like, he has a point.
No, he didn't.
He doesn't.
He had no point. He
Zero
had
point.
0 point. They haven't stopped anything. They haven't gotten... The only thing that they do is they make it easier for them to destroy the monsters. They make them wait to destroy the monsters occasionally, but they make it easier to destroy the monsters. They're the reason you've almost never had to fight a monster full size with a piece of the Lupin collection.
Which would be bad, by the way.
You just...
Get our loved ones back.
You're complaining about their obsession with the Lupin collection when you're so obsessed with catching them that you're the ones letting it get in the way of your job. You're the cops. You're the ones who should be focused on dealing with the threat.
Threat being the Ganglers, by the way, not the Lupinrangers. Just saying!
If you were even, making any attempt to, take custody of the Lupin collection, okay, I could see there being a conflict there, but they have no interest in the Lupin collection outside of the trigger machines.
Mm-hmm.
It's the biggest problem of the show, that you have these two teams that are continually in conflict for no reason. You act like there is a reason, but you've never actually conveyed one that makes sense within the context of events.
Not at all.
You've had plenty of opportunities to, and you screw that up. It's like, the Lupinrangers act villainous in this episode, and then, oh wait, turns out they were under a spell, and we know they were under a spell, so nothing came of that. It's like, it's just so frustrating. It's still a fun show. There's still a lot of heart in it, but
I think it was cute how
and I think
Mika suggested Kogure like 3 times.
Yeah, that was fun.
Kogure-san?
And rather than even considering the Patrangers as an option, because, well, they're idiots. That being said,
Kogure-san is an elderly man.
I would have given them so many props though if they managed to pull off those five safes while the other duel came to a draw.
That would have been so cool.
Because it would have just reinforced just how much Keiichiro basically exists as an obstacle rather than an asset.
Well, it's probably why they didn't do it.
And the whole point of the duel would have just been to keep Keiichiro busy while they actually took care of the problem at hand. Yeah. Which would have been brilliant and I would have approved of so much. Like, okay, yeah, Keiichiro, oh, he's a softie underneath. Yeah, that's the way you gotta go. It's still satisfying, it's just, the other thing would have been so much more clever. And, I was hoping for that once it connected to me that there were 5 Rangers in battle out there.
But it sadly did not occur.
Sadly, that did not play out. And I was right, they did have enough dial fighters,
yes,
too.
because Cyclone does count.
And apparently so does Magic.
Right.
This is the first time I think we've seen Magic used as a safecracker. I feel like we've seen Cyclone used
I think we
before.
have earlier as well.
I just can't remember when.
Blade and Scissors gets more play than Cyclone does.
I remember Blade and Scissors because it was used on that giant one.
But that's because Blade and Scissors can also be used melee.
Which Magic can too.
Yes, no, cool. What I was saying is that it gets more play than Cyclone because it can
be used because it uses melee. Yeah, Cyclone is... It's interesting how Cyclone and Bike are just sort of power-ups for the blaster, but the other auxiliary vehicles that they've gotten since then actually turn into these arm upgrades.
Yeah.
Because we've got, well, Blade and Scissors was the shield and boomerang blade. So that's not exactly an arm upgrade, but, you know, Crane and Drill turns into that giant arm for Keiichiro. Magic turns into the bow and arrow thing for Kairi. And then Splash turns into
a water cannon.
Some sort of water cannon extinguisher thing.
It's like a red Mega Man arm that shoots water.
Yeah. Or CO2 is kind of hard to tell in some cases.
That shoots fire extinguishy stuff.
Yeah. It was also really cool to see Good Cool VSX Kaiser again. Because that thing is absurd, and I know as a toy it would look probably really ugly, but they managed to make it look good on screen, which is impressive considering how much of a, like, hodgepodge it is. And they made that hodgepodge actually work in this episode by using the variety of attacks, which was really great.
Yeah.
I really do like when they...
It was almost like a Zord combos on parade thing.
Yeah.
Like, let's do one combo, another combo, another combo,
and
another
I really
combo.
enjoy when they do those sort of rapid fires.
We kind of had that last episode, too, when they were doing the thing, and then suddenly he's a surfer, and then he's
with Ninja Steel, yeah.
Sorry, that was Ninja Steel.
With Super Ninja Steel, they did that same thing, and I really liked it then, too. I like when they make a good use of their arsenal.
Yes.
And that I thought was good use of their arsenal. Like with Super Ninja Steel, they went through 4 different Ninja Steel Megazords formations for the 4 different Skull Gators, and that was great.
That was awesome.
And here we had this crazy Frankenstein monster, and so they just unleashed like Zord after Zord after Zord, and that was a lot of fun too. You had blue and yellow, swap it out, and then you get Crane and Bike, and then you swap it out, and then you bring in Blade, Scissors, and Cyclone. And then they swapped back for the base formation, and that was just a lot of cool, fun attacks. With the Reds just being the chest and head and not doing anything.
Yeah.
Everybody else was getting in attacks. They got in a lot of attacks, because even before that, there was the slash and
I want to kick, and we're going to I'm going to shoot with my...
Shoot from my foot, because that's how feet
that's how
work.
feet work. Oh, great. My plaid pants are on screen now.
And then the blades and the machine guns on the shoulders and everything. It was a lot of fun.
I can't be fussed to change out of my pajamas from here down.
Yeah. And I was doing tutoring earlier this evening, so that's why I'm wearing the button down. But yeah, this...
Because Saturday I come from work, but Tuesday is my day off.
At the very least, I'd say that we were well invested in the duel.
Yes.
Because we
really wanted Noelle to win, but
yeah.
I think it's interesting that Noelle lost but didn't lose.
Yeah.
Because Keiichiro wasn't able to win and then say, "We'll do it your way."
Yeah.
He had to lose.
Right.
And that's a.
And he also couldn't bring himself to actually to win. And
well, that's what I'm saying. He won, but then he threw it.
Yeah.
Whereas the thing is that, technically speaking, he could have won the duel and still said, "I've changed my mind, we're going to do it your way."
Yeah.
But to save his pride...
Oh, yeah, he's so
he
full
had
of
to
pride.
lose the duel.
Yeah, and that was fine. And that I think was the right way for his character.
I was going to say, it's more Keiichiro than if he had done it the other way, because he doesn't like... he gets to pretend to himself that he didn't do this willingly.
And I like that
but he totally did
But
do
yeah,
this willingly.
he couldn't force himself to actually win the fight and take them all into custody.
And it really did change that moment that he said, "Get our loved ones back."
Yeah. Like...
And then he remembered Kairi saying, "We steal because we have no choice."
Yeah.
And now he's probably thinking, still incorrectly, he's probably thinking that the Lupinrangers, like, they're working for someone who has their loved ones held hostage and making them steal.
I don't know.
Which is...
No, I don't think so, considering what his thoughts were at the end, where he was saying, what happens if they get all the pieces together?
They get their loved ones back.
Yeah.
But the thing of it is that Noelle was listing those as 3 separate...
I think Keiichiro, going off his introspection at the very end, I think he picked up on
the fact that they are
key to getting the loved ones back. I also wonder if this is gonna be a clue towards them figuring out their true identities. Since
well, I think the child thing might be if the Lupinrangers turn into small children as Lupinrangers, and the Patrangers see that, and then the Patrangers see tiny Kairi, Umika, and Toma.
Yeah, if they know what they looked like as children, that might be a thing we can see. It looks for the most part though like we're going back to filler of the week again.
I'm okay with that.
This is a very
It looks like a very
season.
cute filler.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that filler.
This show has been full of cute filler. In certain respects it reminds me of Ninja Storm a bit in a way, which also had 2 sets of Rangers conflicting, at least for the first part of it.
Oh yeah, the Beetleborg guys didn't want to hang out with the
Wind Ninja Rangers because they were idiots. It seems like in order for 2 teams of Rangers to come into conflict for any extended period of time,
one team has to be idiots.
Pretty much. But also that was also a fairly fillery type season, especially compared to the other seasons surrounding it. Like, Power Rangers had gotten very serialized leading up into Ninja Storm, and Ninja Storm itself was even serialized during its sort of opening arcs. But it settled into its groove, I think, really with its filler episodes, more so than its overarching story. And it was the first season, I think, in a while to really kind of shine in its filler episodes, since, like, Mighty Morphin.
Mighty Morphin had some good filler episodes.
So Ninja Storm was one I felt didn't actually really come into its own until like almost the second half of its season, once it had all its status quo and started just having fun with fillers. And this is another season where...
Well, Ninja Storm doesn't really get good until Cam gets to be a ranger.
Yeah. Mostly because the Thunder Ranger arc just kind of was weak. It didn't make a whole lot of sense. Because the Thunder Rangers need to just be so dumb. But yeah, once you get into Samurai's Journey, so maybe, you know, a third of the way into the series, it starts to get to strengthen quite a bit. And this is one where it's another season that does kind of shine with its fillers. Its story focus episodes are actually fairly solid though, because it gives you just enough to want to learn more, which is nice. It's frustrating that this season, I feel like it forgoes its story for pretty long stretches, and that kind of gets a little tiresome after a while.
Well, one thing is that Sentai just, in general, has more room for filler because it's got
yeah, because they're longer
episodes.
seasons. Yeah. But sometimes they also just jam. They also just jam pack their with more story. Like for Q Ranger, I wouldn't say was very fillery. There was a lot of stuff going on there because they had a lot of Rangers. They had a lot of arcs throughout the whole series. And then I can respect this being a step back. It's frustrating that the core conflict between the two teams is just so flimsy. It's frustrating. I wouldn't say that it's enough to, you know, like ruin anything, but it is frustrating. But at the very least, it gets us ramped up for when they actually go to address it.
Because yeah, when they actually start to cooperate, it gets us super excited.
I feel like at this point, Keiichiro is just like brainwashed Tsukasa and Sequoia into being against the Lupinrangers. He's just turned them against any sense of reason on working with them, which is really annoying. Keiichiro, you are the problem. You are the problem with pretty much... Keiichiro is the ongoing problem. He's an amusing
Oliver's
problem,
decided he wants to join
but he is the problem.
The review.
And I find it hilarious that he is apparently the most popular ranger for a lot of people, despite him being the problem of the show.
Gotta be front and center.
Oh, he's a star. Anyway, we should probably I think we've pretty much covered it with this episode and probably ranted enough about Keiichiro.
Yeah, I don't think anyone wants to hear any more about how much you hate Keiichiro.
I wouldn't even say that I hate him. It's just like
he's annoying.
He's a problem. He's a perpetual logic bomb.
He doesn't make no sense.
He makes everyone else dumber, and it's just like
he's a human idiot ball.
It's bizarre and baffling how he makes everyone surrounding him dumber. He's an idiot who makes everyone dumber. But yeah, I've got some schoolwork to get to.
And we started this late because.
And you gotta get to bed.
Jake was doing some home repair on our Wii. It works now.
Yeah, I finally fixed our Wii, so we can play those 10-year-old games that we've never finished.
Hey, I like Twilight Princess.
Not that we were playing them much before anyway, but now we can play them if we want to.
We stopped playing them a lot when we moved to
We stopped playing them long before that.
No, I was still playing them.
What were you still playing?
Twilight Princess.
You hadn't been playing Twilight Princess for like 5 years before you moved to it. Oh.
Now you gotta ding that.
We accidentally said the name of the school, I just realized. You got me on it, so I'm going to ding that out.
Yeah.
And I know that it'll be right near the end of the episode, because I'd say that until next time, Farewell, Ranger fans, and let the power protect you. On the one hand, they're loved ones, but on the other, I'm a cap!